Hello, all my earth signs. How you doing? I have the windows open. It's a pretty nice day out there today. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm back finally from my big cross-Canada tour with Galaxy Psychic Fairs. And wow, look at that. Two of Wands. So I think that's for all of you, all earth signs, okay? Because I haven't even said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which that's the order it's going to go in. Taurus is first. So, Two of Wands. Seems like you have the world in your hands, you guys. You have a choice here. Should you stay where you are or go out and seek something new, a new adventure, a new, this could be a new career, a new home. You could be thinking of moving, literally. And so you have a decision to make, You have a decision to make. I'm going to shuffle them just a little more because I want to directly put Taurus energy. Taurus, May 20th to June 20th. My readings are usually around 30 days. It may not take that long to unfold, but so Taurus, what do they need to know for May to June 2022? Tell me for Taurus. Oh, there we go. You got the Ace of Wands now. Yeah, you're really wanting to start something new. You might have an idea brewing, okay? And so you're really wanting to bring it to life, to nurture it, to see if you can grow this idea. This is really what you're wanting. And it's funny that the Two of Wands came up because here's the decision. Are you going to go and grow this new idea, or are you going to stay with what you got going on now? Now, if you're asking yourself this, there's a part of you that wants to go. It does, There's a part of you that wants to go, that wants something new. And this isn't just you, Taurus. This is across the board. Everybody's feeling this. Everybody's feeling the desire to start fresh, a new beginning, move on in all kinds of ways in their lives. So, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Just let me pull the rest of these cards out here, and then we can talk about, yeah, you're wanting a new beginning. See, here you go. You got the Fool down in the outcome. You're willing to take a risk, and that might be why you're sitting here and you need to think about this for a while. You're an earth sign, so you guys need to think and think if it's sensible, practical, if you can financially pull it off. You need to consider everything before you make a move here, and this is what you're doing here, right? Anyhow, let's go back to the beginning. So in the recent past, like I said, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So there's something here that you feel justifiably proud. You're very proud of what you've been able to accomplish for yourself. You feel secure, safe, grounded. You could be feeling pretty confident, good about yourself. You also could be single. This is a single card. You don't have to be, but it's mostly about how you feel about yourself right now. You also could have been taking some time to yourself, because this is also a sanctuary card where we take some time, and we also are taking very good care of ourselves at this time, okay? And then the Page of Swords is wanting to seek new knowledge, new opportunities, so talking to people, checking what's out there, what's possible for you, because I think that you're very capable, resourceful, and so you're looking for that new possibility. And so I think you do some research and you look online and all that. And so once you gather your information, you're thinking about your new plan here. So you take a pause again because you're thinking about your new plan, your new map, right? Your new path. And that's the thing, you're thinking about, what is my new path? Okay, I know what I could do there. I know what I'm doing here and maybe what I could do here. So which, what can I do? What do I want to do? That, oops, that sort of thing. So you're considering it all, okay? Look at Genji. Love that dog. So in the present, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician. Now, the Seven of Pentacles talks about reinvesting. You've been able to elevate yourself. You feel in a good position. You've been able to stabilize yourself securely, safely. You feel good, in a good, secure position, and you want to grow. You're also waiting for the fruits of your labor. This card is, you've probably been doing a lot of hard work, and now you want, you're waiting to see, or maybe you've received some good things, have come to you from all your work and what you've done. Anyhow, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is sometimes about withholding or holding on to something materially too tightly, So here this woman is holding on to this home, this piece of property. She's even got chains and locks, 4 locks on this chain in front of the gate, like nobody's coming in and taking what she's got, so you can forget it, okay? So this is holding very tightly onto material possessions, not sharing, not, maybe you're worried it's going to be taken from you, or it's, you know, it's sometimes a greedy card. Sometimes you could be withholding your time and energy too. Sometimes it's a healing card. You're trying to heal, you're trying to take care of yourself, and so you could be withholding your time and energy, or your money, your resources, to save up for something. You're trying to save up for something, maybe a new place, something like that. So there's kind of two sides to this card. It depends on how this applies to you. But so yeah, you may have some money or some resources or something coming to you, or that has come to you. Either you're holding on to it really tightly, you're protecting it, you don't want to share it or something like that, or you are trying to heal, you're trying to protect yourself, you're trying to take care of yourself. So you're being very careful with your time, energy, resources, perhaps finances too, okay? And then you have the Magician. So the Magician, it is very resourceful. Basically, is the manifester. The Magician makes things happen. Things that you want to happen, you can make happen, okay? If you're looking for a place, saving up for a place, needing to move, something like that, then you're going to be able to do it. Because the Magician, he's very crafty, he or she, very crafty, and is able to pull things out of their hat, pull magic right out of their hat, and so it's under the Four of Swords as well. So this is the plan. You're taking time to make a new plan, and the Magician is the one that can make it happen, okay? So, but again, the Magician sometimes lacks intuition, like can't see. Sometimes it's the intuition, you know, that gut feeling about if this is the right way or not. So they struggle with that a little bit. But other than that, you just basically need to decide which way you want to go. You know, you have 2 4s so far. So this is really pausing, thinking, considering. You're trying to be smart, practical, do what you can within your means. It looks like to me, you know, you're trying to be very wise here, very smart. So, in the outcome, you have the King of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Pentacles. So in the King of Cups, which in this deck, which is really cool, there is a female and male representation of each of the hierarchy. For the King of Cups, there's a female and a male king. For the Queen of Cups, there's a female and a male queen. So it has both sexes for each of the hierarchy. So here's a female Queen of Cups. And this, King of Cups, I should say, this person, you possibly Taurus, Carmela, this person, you possibly Taurus, feels everything. That's what these tentacles are about here. Hold on, I gotta pause for a sec. Sorry about that. So, this female King of Cups feels everything. However, she has this dress of rock, very protective of his heart, and only a very small amount of themselves is revealed, is vulnerable, and it's very, very high up there, hard to reach this vulnerable part of themselves. And this could be you, like I said, Taurus. You feel everything, but you have this rock of defense in front of you, this barrier that people can't get through. What gets through, you let through. You do let things through, and you let things how do I want to say it? You let things not go. I'm, it's like you're letting things go that are still bothering you or something like that, letting things through, or maybe just certain people, things through, but there is still a very vulnerable feeling about this card, even though she looks so strong. She looks like the Rock, but she's very vulnerable, okay? So anyway, the thing is that this person wants to connect, even though they feel withdrawn or disconnected. They want to connect. So this is you or someone else. You could have a water sign coming into your life, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who it could be a little bit detached. They could have been hurt in the past. They feel very, very deeply. They could be very sensitive, feel everything. However, and they let a lot of things go, that could still affect them, bother them, whatever. But anyhow, this person could be coming into your life. Maybe that's the thing. You're single and now you want to reinvest. You want to be in a partnership, in a relationship. You want to, you have all this beautiful stuff and no one to share it with, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So you may be looking for something new. And here's the Fool. The Fool is willing to take a risk, willing to take a chance, take a leap of faith. and begin a whole new chapter, which is, it looks like you're on the verge of in many ways. If you look at this card especially, you're just thinking, considering what's your right path. You really want to make a move, some bold move, like it's like the world is out there, and here I am here. And so it's like some bold move that you want to make. Anyhow, so here you go. This could be in a week or in a month, okay, that you decide, I'm going for it. I'm doing it, Smalls. I'm doing it. And the Ten of Pentacles. So if you look at this card, here is this old man, okay? And he's sitting on a tree that's been chopped down. You can see all the rings in the tree. And he's looking back through time at what he's been able to build, what he's been able to do, things he can pass on from generation to generation. And he's proud of himself. However, he's bored. He's bored with all this, and he wants something new. He needs to reinvent himself. He needs to be creative, bring something to life, a business, a home, something, not really satisfied with this at this time. So there's, like I said, it's funny, she's sitting on the home, right? Kind of like there. And really looking out there, thinking, what else is out there for me? Like, I've done this, check that off the list. Okay, now what do I want to do? So you're really kind of in that energy. And it's interesting that you have the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles, because this is completion and seeking that new coin. See that big coin there? And here's the Fool ready to start, You're ready to leave something behind and begin a new journey. You probably, it could have something very much to do with home, or it could be you're saving, you've got your money saved, you're prepared, you're preparing for this event coming, you can see you're preparing, right? And you have the Magician, so it means that you can pull it off. You can do it. The Magician is the manifester. He's the creator. He's the one that makes it happen, okay? You got a plan? Take it to the Magician. He'll show you how to do it. Show you the way, teach you, okay? So, anyway, I almost forgot. I keep almost forgetting every time. These are the Luna Soul cards. Luna Soul Tarot, I should say. And which means moon sun. And in Latin. And so I'm going to pick a card for you from this deck, Taurus. So what does Taurus need to know about their big old new beginning? You feel stable going forward. You do feel stable. You have that Four of Pentacles. Ooh, there we go. Ha! There are two cards here. Three of Swords, Six of Swords. Isn't this interesting? Okay. So there's been some sort of deception, heartbreak, lie, maybe third-party situation, possibly. Not sure. But it's broken hearts, basically. It's broken hearts. And she is like tiptoeing, trying to get away from this drama, trying to get away from this toxic energy, this hurt, this hurt. Don't want to be around any of that. Don't want to get your heart broke again, deceived, whatever. Don't want to repeat it. So probably you've learned from this situation, and you are ready to move on to something different now. You want to get away from toxic energy, arguing, disputes, any of that. Sometimes this is even toxic thoughts. We can really damage ourselves or each other with this stuff, right? So anyway, so you're really ready, and this is taking action. This is an action card, and it is moving away. So you could be literally moving. There's a lot of moving cards here. You could be literally moving. You could be going on a trip or taking some sort of break, a mental break, holiday. But you're seeking peace, calm, and harmony in your life now. That's what you want. That's what you're seeking. And this is in all communication. So this is what you're trying to speak. This is what you're trying to hear from people. It's what you're trying to surround yourself with. And swords are a lot of our thoughts, our communication, how we perceive things, all that stuff. Okay. And it's basically getting away from some heartbreaking situation. Okay. So, Taurus, I hope this helps you in this next 30 days. Let's throw these ones back in. Oops. Just random spots here. We'll throw them back in. We'll give them a toss and put those aside, and we'll get on to Virgo now. What time is it? 21:16. I guess the Virgo will be starting. So for the time stampers, I'm sorry I never get that done. I really suck at the admin part. I just do. And I don't really have a good excuse. I'm just not good at it. So I really appreciate those of you who do that in the comments below, though. I see that and I'm thinking that's awesome, because I'm terrible for that. I'm terrible for the details. I just want to do the fun stuff and then go. Like the photographer. All right, I'm spent. Ooh, look at that, Virgo. Interesting. So you have the Moon and the Queen of Wands. So speaking of communication breakdown, there could be a communication breakdown between you and a Queen of Wands. This someone, this is a cloud in your life, in some reason. You could be the Queen of Wands too right now, your energy, right? And you could be wanting to clear up this confusion, this cloud, this miscommunication, whatever it is, because it's wanting to take action to clear this up. She's bringing brightness, she's bringing sunshine, growth. Okay, growth to something we can't see clearly. Okay, this is either you bringing it or they're bringing it. Okay, so let's put that right down. What a pretty card, eh? Look at it up close. Look at how gorgeous that is. She's got the peacock skirt on, holding the brightest sunflower I think I've ever seen. It's one of those small ones too, one of the small, tall ones. But so nice. And there's bees in there, all kinds of, mostly all bees, honeybees, looks like to me. So a lot of production happening there, a lot of production. So those jumped out. I'm going to cut them for you, Virgo. That was the sign. Oh, I want to take a look at that card. That wants to come out. And it's in your outcome. So let's get some cards out here for you. So it looks like in the recent past, you have been thinking. I think you've gotten some sort of information or more knowledge for sure, because here we have, you might have been taking some time to take a course, learn something new here. Check out your possibilities now, because you're wanting some sort of change. So you could be networking, talking, connecting online, all kinds of ways with people to figure out what your possibilities are so you can plan your next moves. Okay. You're in a very good position in your life right now. You're secure, you're feeling confident, good about yourself, what you've been able to accomplish, and you may also be single. This card is also the sanctuary card, so you may take a little time for yourself. This is also a time where you're treating yourself really well, and because you know your worth now. You know your worth, right? You might have been learning your own worth. You know what I mean? Like doing some things, the things that you learned online or in a book, you know, The Secret or the Four Agreements or whatever, and really been improving that part of yourself, right? So feeling good, Virgo. Feeling good. I feel good. Do, 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 do. I knew that. Wow, you have a lot of nines. You have 3 nines so far. So you're getting ready to make a big move. You're getting ready to make a big move here. You got every single 9. Every single one. Okay, nines are change. Nines are change, but they're also challenges, okay? Now I got to tell you, the 2 nines are challenges. 2 nines are feeling good, confident, successful, brave, um, ready to ready to finish what you're doing so you can move on, okay? So let's get back to the story. In the present, you have the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. Okay? It looks to me, this looks like between 2 people, if you ask me. There has been some wounds from the past, some words, some deeds. I don't know what's happened here, but there's been some wounds and that you've probably healed from. It's taken some time to heal. This could be physical too, eh? It doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, in your mind or something someone said, but you've definitely you could definitely struggle through a physical challenge or physical, some sort of health issue, and you're on the mend, you're healing, you're through the worst of it because the 9 is almost the 10, you know. You look at, she's got she's mended the shirt, but you can see all the difficulties, all the things that she's been through. So, or he, you know, so this could be a health issue that you struggled with, okay? And then the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles, it has 2 meanings as well. The first meaning is equal give and take in relationships and just really wanting to be treated with respect, and you'll give respect and everything to be fair and square. This also could be with your time and energy. You know, if scratch someone's back, you would like yours scratched, this sort of thing. And it is also about getting your money in balance and also your time and energy. You have to balance that. You know your value and worth a little bit more now. And so like I said, you're not willing to just give it out for nothing. You want to be treated fair. Okay? Fair treatment. If you get 4 drops of tea, then I get 4 drops of tea. That's fair. And then you have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords can be challenging because this is where we get into our head, right? You were doing so well here, feeling so good, And that's the thing too with mental health issues, or health issues or hurt, damage we can go through in relationships. We can be doing really well for a while and then take a step back or fall into that hole again, and it takes so long to climb out. But this is feeling like all eyes are on you. You feel judged. It feels unfair. basically. I think you feel like you're being treated unfair, or someone does here, okay? It doesn't feel like there is equal give and take. There is equal treatment, fairness, appreciation, perhaps. I don't know. Some of this is in your head. You know, no one said to you, you're this or you're that. You're saying it to you, okay? And it could be from old wounds, because these could be old wounds, right? But then we bring them back when something happens or someone doesn't treat us nice, and then we start, you know, feeling that same old way, you know, oh, everyone's looking at me, judging at me, whatever, you know. And so be careful with that, right? Because you're really this. You know, you're really this. And as long as you treat yourself like this, that's what the most important thing is. Okay? That you treat yourself like this and feel like that too. You got to keep that up. Keep up all these good messages, all thinking about the potential, the possibilities, you know, that optimistic thing, because like I said, we can sink very easily back to that, like get in our head and beat ourselves up a lot, right? So in the outcome, I really like this. Oh, I haven't looked at that card yet here. Okay, I'm going to put it here so you see it. I haven't looked at it yet. So in the outcome, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. This card's adorable. And the last nine, which is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is success, a yes, happiness, emotional fulfillment is what's going to come out of this. You are going to be quite delighted and back on top again, okay? Like this stuff you're going through in the center is you're still measuring yourself. You know, you're still measuring yourself. And you got to stop doing that, because that gets you right into that old moon energy, eh? You know? So, anyway, here is the Ace of Pentacles, and here she is sitting beside her fiddleheads, and she's waiting for them to unfold and bloom. She could even cut one off and eat it. It's a source of nourishment, this plant. But anyway, she's ready to grow something new. So this could be an offer, a new source of income coming to you, an opportunity, or a business idea that you have that you want to start bringing to fruition in some way. You've been thinking about it for a while, you know. It could have something to do with healing or what you've been through, you know, your personal experience here. It could have something to do with that, okay? And then the Two of Swords. Look at this adorable card, okay? So the Two of Swords. She's got this birdhouse hat, okay? And she has a bird. She doesn't have a bird's eye view is what she doesn't have, okay? She can't really see, and that's her choice, okay? It's all foggy in the background, and so there is a choice to be made here. It could have something to do with communication. You may be thinking about communicating with someone, beginning. This could be the new idea you could have could be due with communication, or maybe you require a partner. Perhaps you need a partner because two heads work better than one, you know. Anyway, it requires you to recognize, acknowledge something that you're not quite ready to acknowledge, to see, you know. Part of you knows it's there, but you don't want to see it. You don't want to admit it. Okay, so there's something to do with this here, okay? Now, I don't really get it, because you got the Nine of Cups here. You are a success. You can be a success, and maybe that's what you're having trouble seeing, that all your potential for success, because both of this card and this card is a go. Go. It's an offer. Look at the potential they're about to unfold. And have you ever seen fiddlehead leaves? They're like ferns. You know, they just whoosh, and they're this big leaf now when they started out to be this little tiny little fiddlehead. So there's so much potential here, but you get all blocked in your head, you know. You get blocked in your head. I wonder if you think people will take you seriously, you know. People will treat you fair. I'm not sure what it is, but here down this middle line, you know, there is so much potential. You've learned a lot. You've done your research. This is something new for you. Again, I feel like it could have something to do with the communication field. You could be wanting to help people heal, respect themselves, treat themselves better. I'm not sure, but it feels like there's something you're missing here, or a you're for one thing, it's you. You got to start treating yourself this way before you go preaching to the choir, the congregation. You need to do this and be your first student. Your first student that you're going to teach wellness to, or self-care to, or boundaries to, or maybe just how to heal after some sort of traumatic experience, a health experience. I don't know, but I feel like it's some sort of healing, mending, and I feel it's communication. It's maybe a book someone can read. It's a course, a group. I'm not sure, but it's something like that. You want to bring light. You want to bring growth. And you see that peacock skirt. When she's ready, she's going to open that, and everybody's going to be like, wow. Okay? I want you to know that. I want you to have a little more faith. A little more faith in yourself. Look at all the possibilities here. Don't forget that. Don't get in your head. Because your head can be very cruel. We can be very mean to ourselves. And sometimes I can do it too, and I've got to say, Lynn, that is not true. Stop saying that to yourself. It's not true. Anyhow, what's the secret card? Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is quite a bit about nostalgia. You could be really missing someone from the past. Could be a friend, family member, lover, perhaps. I'm not sure. But there's some sort of good times, fond memories that you're remembering, and you could be really missing them, okay? This could have something to do with this card back here. Something to do with equal give and take, fair treatment. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, and I think that it requires some sort of communication, but might be really hard to do. I don't know. Maybe someone can't see a way to the words to say, or maybe someone won't answer the phone. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, but I feel like there's someone that is probably going to return from the past, I feel like. Or you're gonna make communication, you're gonna run into them, but it's someone you miss, and I think it's someone you want to bridge a gap with or something, because it comes after, because was it there? I can't remember now. Anyway, it's the last card that comes after the Nine of Cups. So it says here you can. You can if you want to, but there's something here that we have to acknowledge. Acknowledge. Okay, and it might be hard to acknowledge, right? If we acknowledge it, we have to accept it. Well, not necessarily, actually. We don't have to accept it, but accept its existence, you know. Anyhow, you figure that out, okay, Virgo? Oh, I want to get you a card from the Luna Soul cards here. Let me see what we have for you, Virgo. Definitely that one. Maybe this one too. I'll take them both. Feeling it? Since it's a Luna Soul, right? 2 cards. Oh, wow. This is quite lovely. So, 10 of Wands. It's interesting because you have the 9 here too. So the 10 is the end of a long, difficult, it could have been difficult, you know, it could have been work that you had to do. It could have been, you know, healing from this, you know, health situation. It could have been, but it was something that it's taken a long time to complete this project, this work, whatever you had to do. You could have felt overburdened, very tired. But the thing is, with the 10, you've completed it. You're done, okay? And that's what you're not really recognizing right now is the completion. You made it. You got the golden fleece. You did it, okay? You need to celebrate. You need to celebrate. And celebrate you just might do. Here is the 2 of Cups. So, this could be a reunion, eh? Some sort of reunion, like I said, with the 6 of Cups here and the 10 of Wands. So this could be the end of the struggle, the end of the wounds, the end of the unfair treatment, the end of whatever it is, the struggle, okay? The burden, okay? And then this is union, seeing eye to eye, harmony, partnership, whatever, you know, it's good, and it's what you wanted. It's one of the things you want, okay? It's one of the things you want. Now this partner could be in business, because remember, you could have an idea, offer. This also could be the relationship, because there are 2 buds coming out of that plant. But I'm just saying, this could be partnership in business. This could be family or friend, or lover. You know, this is, I think it's someone you know already, someone from the past for sure. If it's a friend or a lover, I think it's someone that you already know, and I think they're coming back around, and you're able to start seeing each other or unite or whatever. Okay, so it's good. It's good. All right, so let's get these babies away. We'll just throw them in random here, different spots. Get those in. I'll shuffle them later. We get all of these away for you now. I want to separate those ones because they've come up twice together. I'll put them all in 3 different piles, just to make sure. I don't like the same cards coming up over and over and over again. But then again, it is all earth energy in this reading, so you guys may have similar paths. You know, like they say, oh, fire. Jupiter's going into Aries, so all the fire signs are going to feel it. You know, when they say that. The astrologers, I'm no astrologer, but what I heard coming down the pipes. All right, let's see. Now, Capricorn. Oh, Genji's dreaming. He must be chasing someone. Capricorn. Whoa, jeepers, creepers. I'm going to keep shuffling. That's too many. Oh, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? May 20th to June 20th, 2022. Tell me true. for Capricorn. Actually, I think this one and probably that one too. Let's cut them. Let's cut them. You know, if I take him for a walk, my son got him doing this. So if you take him for a walk and the grass is wet, like he gets wet and his belly gets wet, when we get home, he'll run straight to the bathroom and get in the bathtub and just wait for you in the bathtub. He knows, he's got to get cleaned off all the mud and stuff. He's so smart. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Geez, that card has come up for all three of Earth signs, and that is the Nine of Pentacles. Feeling really good, feeling confident about yourself, feeling safe, secure, grounded. You're in a good spot, basically, is what it's saying. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. What did you get turned over? Oh, wow, how interesting. And I picked those out random, two different spots. The Emperor and the Empress. Now, what's interesting, this is the female Emperor. See, it's the female version of the Emperor. There's also the male version of the Emperor. In this deck, it has both sexes for each hierarchy position. In this particular Emperor card, I happen to know the history of this one. This is about Louis XIV and Versailles. And he got so controlling and tyrannical that he made everyone in court move to Versailles. They weren't allowed to, they all had their own houses and mansions and castles, but he wouldn't let any of them live there. They had to live there in Versailles. He had to know what everyone was doing, saying. He wanted to know everything. He was very paranoid and very, very controlling. So you can see everyone's his puppet, and he's, he was very, they called him the Sun King, or his mother did anyway. And so he was raised to believe that he was God's vision, So it's quite, not always the best side of the Emperor, this card, okay? However, there is the Empress. And this person probably very much compliments this person. Could be even a gay couple, around you, two females that are in a relationship possibly. So the one definitely compliments this person. This person could be controlling, bossy, paranoid, who knows. This also could be you, Capricorn, not saying. But you also could have these two sides to you. But there's also the Empress. This could be your partner. You could be the Empress. But anyway, and she's just full of blooms. She blooms. She's very creative. She's very full of light. She's nurturing, abundant, always trying to, probably, I see him always trying to like fluff over a situation, like try to get by the difficult part. So she comes along and makes everything look good, that this guy just wrecked, that this guy just, told all these people, and she comes along, don't worry about it, I'll talk to him, it's all right, that kind of thing. It's like good cop, bad cop kind of thing, but they're both rulers. Could be entrepreneurs, could be your bosses, your parents, could be yourselves. All right. So a good team. Anyway, it's good team. They complement each other. Okay. And it doesn't have to be a gay couple, but it very well could be. Okay. So in the recent past, feeling very proud of yourself, or someone is, about what they've been able to accomplish for themselves in their life. They're confident, feeling good. They also, you could want sanctuary. You could want to get some time away, some time to yourself, to just enjoy the fruits of your labor a little bit here. Take a break, maybe. But it's also about the single card, possibly being single, acting single, but maybe just feeling good about yourself, treating yourself well. Now, on the other hand, we have the Five of Swords here. They could be some sort of relationship situation where someone feels unrecognized, unheard, broken in a way, and on the verge of leaving, on the verge of leaving. This person is taking all the credit, the glory, the opulence, whatever, they are the face of the relationship here. This person is unseen, unheard, something like that, you can see here, right? This person looks like they're single, okay? And then we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is usually the romantic card. They're off to pursue the love of their life. They also, you got to be careful, because the Knight of Cups, you could get your heart played by this person, or feel like you're being played here, okay? So, but it's also about seeking love, wanting more romance and excitement that way. Someone here could be seeking love, acting single, or someone feels like they're getting played. This is a possibility. Dog scared the bejesus out of me. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Um, I think like this Knight of Cups could be a younger person coming around, but also um, this person, you're probably still in love, or someone's still in love here, and wants this, but I don't know if both people are working on it. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyhow, in the present, you have the moon, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So the moon, as you may or may not know, is confusion. It's miscommunication. It's not seeing really the light eye to eye at this time. Sometimes it's even arguments and stuff, but it's usually there's a mix up in the communication, how you're hearing it, perceiving it, or how you're telling it, you know, and then someone hears it not how you meant to say it, and there it goes. You know what I mean? Now we got a big problem. So sometimes this is around the full moon, new moon. Doesn't have to be, but there is some sort of cloudiness in communication here. Okay. And it looks like you are trying to make all kinds of efforts. You're trying to make all these stars shine at the same time, and doing it one-handed, while the other hand is busy doing, a whole bunch of other things. Anyway, the thing is that be careful that you're not wearing yourself too thin. Already, you're starting to fade here. Okay, I'm not sure which of these people you are. You could be this person, you could be that person, but just be careful, because you're trying to, you know, keep shining brighter and keep doing everything and juggling all these things and trying to make all your dreams come true at once. But it takes time, and if you focus on one or two things, you can make it happen. You can make it all happen eventually, just not all at once. okay? So it says, you know, you may need to just pick a couple of things and really, really focus on them, okay? And speaking of focus, look at her. She's really focused. She's working very hard so that she can release yet another butterfly to freedom. This is talking about saving your money, building your money. You could be working a lot at this time, especially in the summer months, because there's something that you're wanting to do, wanting to manifest. You could be buying property. You could be, you know, trying to increase your empire, you know, increase your reach here, right? Um, maybe win your love. You're doing all this work to win your love. You got your love on your mind, and you're determined and focused. And but anyway, it's also about healing too, and recognizing our own beauty, right? And all the beauty. Also, remember that the butterfly has been cocooned for quite a while and not been able to seek, you know, or feel value of themselves. And so this may be a time when you're starting to feel value of yourself. You're starting to put some time and energy into yourself, accomplishing maybe some of your own dreams, you know, some of your own dreams. I think maybe you've been trying to please someone else for a while, and maybe it's not working so well. So you're thinking, okay, well, I'll, I'll focus on me for a while. I'll do what I've wanted to do. Anyway, there could be someone that returns from the past. The Six of Cups usually talks about that. Or you could just meet up with them, run into them. This could be a family, a friend, an ex-lover, who knows. But it could bring back some memories, some good, it looks like good memories, you know. It looks like you miss them, you're happy to see them. There's something about it, okay? Perhaps you've been thinking about this person from before, because with this moon energy, sometimes the moon energy brings back something, especially when it's the full moon. Anyhow, could be a Queen of Swords. This could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person, okay? This, you know, I like this. First of all, this is like almost like an apartment building or birdhouse in a balloon, and she's sitting on top of it. So this is definitely a bird's eye view. Really can see a lot from a lot of different perspectives now. Before, I don't think you could. You know, you were someone, was closed, was could only see their own point of view. We're convinced that they were right, or whatever. But this is being a lot more open, willing to listen, receive information, wanting to communicate. This is about this person only accepts the facts and the truth. They will not accept any other nonsense at all anymore. And that's probably something that's changed within you. You won't tolerate any anything else, you know. It's very, and also you could be very strategic at this time. Like I said, you're not all over the place trying to make everything shine. Now you're thinking, okay, what do I want to focus on? What do I want to focus on? And it could be something from the past. Could be something to do with family too. You know, there could be something about family that comes back around. Could be this an air sign person in your life, like a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Um, and then you also have an aha moment. The Ace of Swords of the realization, the key. You know, you got the key now. You figured it out. You also want peace in your life now, peace and harmony, and you're ready to move forward with it with a new frame of mind, with a new perspective, you know. I think you've changed a lot from this experience, whatever you're going through. Could be with a relationship, a partnership, okay? Maybe someone is a tyrant and you're wanting to bloom. Maybe they're telling you you need to bloom. I don't know, but this is a big change in you, Capricorn. I think a lot of what's going on here is you're realizing your beauty. You know, I think that either you're being played or someone's feeling or felt they've been played in the past. Um, mhm. What do we have going on? So you're getting your aha moment, you know, and it's about some sort of past situation, maybe a family situation. I feel like you have more information. I feel like that also you're not listening to hearsay or bullshit. You just want the truth, the facts. Like I just don't want to hear any of the drama, you know, because you're about, I think you're about healing, mending relationships now, moving forward in a positive way, right? Tell me for Capricorn, what do they need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Tell me. From May 20th to June 20th. Wow, this is beautiful. You got the sun. What a nice card to get. So the sun is joyful. It's very youthful energy, feeling young and young again. It's about freedom. It's about growth. Everything grows under the sun, and I'm happy to see that because you had the moon before. There was a lot of confusion somewhere along the way here, and you've been trying to get clarity. It looks like you've been working on it, trying to figure this out, and you will. You know, the sun is a yes, it's success. It's, you know, welcome, go down the path. It's, you know, all of that stuff. Okay. Basically, oh, it's abundance too. Abundance. So you may be making more money, um, just feeling really happy, joyous, you know. This is good, 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 good. This is a good card to get. And it's a good card for clarification. This is what you're trying to bring into your life. You know, you don't want this. You're like, I don't think so. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, I don't want to be the broken person. And so this could be in relationships or just in your life in general. You would like harmony. You want to feel good. You want to feel young again. You don't want to feel oppressed. You want freedom too. Freedom. So that's important to you. And maybe you've been feeling oppressed. You know, maybe this is the emperor at work or in your life somehow, and you've been feeling oppressed, someone pulling all the strings, and you're like, nope. But you want to grow, you want to be abundant, you want to be happy. Yeah, so really, really nice. Anyway, I hope you like this reading, Capricorn. I want to thank all you guys for being so patient and everything while I was on the tour. I really enjoyed myself. I loved all the people. If you want to find out some of the stories, check out I'm Back and Ready to Roll video because that's where I talked all about the trip. I didn't do any readings, so I just did a video just on the trip with that. So if you want to check that out, there's a lot of good stories. And again, I want to thank you so much for all of your support. So if you'd like to like, share, subscribe, hit all those buttons, I appreciate it. If you'd like to comment, I really appreciate that too. And you can reach me at tinkertarotreadings at gmail.com if you'd like to chat, donate, or book a reading. Love ya. Bye now.